Howdy, 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 this is Ryan Acid Murphy coming to you with some more Jack Hoth. And Jack Hoth, The Legendary Journey, yes, the original game. The first one. Well, not the original or the first, it's the first Jack Hoth game, anyway. So, let's get back into it. So at this point in the story, we've just gotten to the 4th area. We're getting ready to talk to my dude that's in the game. We're gonna start getting some more of the darker story elements creeping in. Now, again, the entire game is built on creating expectations and then screwing with them. Well, not entirely, you know. I wove lots of different things into the game so people could appreciate it and enjoy it on various levels. You know, there's all the comedy, all the little jokes and the goofy stuff. So if that's what you want out of the game, you want to play it like you're watching an episode of Family Guy and just have a fun time laughing at the jokes and going with the insanity of it, that's fine. Okay? But then you can also get into some of the more subtle elements that start developing through the thing, and again, the creation of expectations in order to defeat them or play with them, subvert them. So the first 3 areas of the game, because there's 9 areas in total and 3 dungeons. Okay, 9 areas and then 3 dungeons at the end of the 3rd, the 6th, and the 9th areas. The entire game actually is built around 3 by 9. 3, 9, 27, and 18 are all numbers that feature heavily through the game in various ways. For example, each area has 27 enemies, plus a boss, and then there are 9 bosses. There are 3 levels to each dungeon, 3 dungeons, 18 enemies, and a mini-boss encounter on every level of the dungeon. Okay, so lots and lots of examples of 3, 9, 18, 27. One of the items you can find is called a perfect cube, which again relates to the number 27. Okay. And in this area, as I said, so the first 3, I'm getting off track there, kind of, sort of, but the first 3 areas are kind of the baby steps. It's getting introduced to the game, it's introducing a lot of the stuff that's going to be, you know, the expectations that are meant to be played with later on. So just when you think you understand what's going on and you think you know what's happening, it starts getting screwed with again. So, like I said, the first 3 areas tend to be a lot more goofy. You get to this area and it's more like a horror game, although I still make fun of that concept. So, we start off, we're going to talk to my dude. What's up? They all look at him. Don't do that again. Yeah, well, you're doing well so far. Yeah, whatever. So what's the deal with this place? It's all dark and cold and creepy. Not sure you want to hear that. It's not a pretty story. I'm game if all of you are. I'm cool. Yeah, go ahead. I've played more than enough horror games to handle whatever it is. I made my name doing horror games, so I'm good. Alright. There was a sorcerer called Hoth from across the brains. Brains as in membranes? Are we talking physics here? Cool. Yeah, actually. Membranes are the barriers between reality. Brains for short. Magic is an exertion of personal energy and willpower upon reality. Really powerful users of magic can use it to breach the brains and travel. This sounds familiar. It is what it is. Anyway, Hoth came here, or a splinter of his consciousness perhaps, no one's sure. He crashed near the town, lost, in pain. They helped him, but in the end he destroyed them. He let loose some sort of dark magic, then vanished. It stalked them, killed them. Then it settled into the land, keeping them, how do I put this, unalive. In a snowstorm that never ends, yet never buries the town either. You've got to fight your way through here. You'll kill them, but they won't stay dead for long. The children. The poor, poor children. I can transport myself easily enough, a passenger with effort. And I've worn myself out bringing your friends. And I just don't have any super helpful giant eagles. Hey, this wouldn't be much of a quest if you could just jump right to the end. I'm gonna have to go back and do some serious typo correcting in this area. I played through this part once already and accidentally forgot to save and got wiped out, so I'm replaying it again. And I don't know what the hell was going on when I was typing up the stuff for this area, but I found tons of typos. It was ridiculous. Must have been half asleep or something when I got to this part. Anyway, hold on. I still don't get what happened to the people here. The spell keeps them in a state of undeath, not dead, not alive, perpetually reliving what killed them. That's cruel, yes, I know. Archit, it's pronounced Archit. But those who have researched him know the little joke. He is Archate, like an Archduke, the greatest hater of them all. Anyway, let's leave with something a bit nicer. This inn. It exists in a sort of a limbo state. It's called the Traveling Inn. I've had it attached to you to help you out. So it will always latch onto the land somewhere near you. Things will just keep getting harder. You need to learn. And there is no faster way to get you to the palace. Any other path would alert every single defense the Empress has in place. I've brought 2 more friends to help. This is it. The last help I can give you directly. I'll pop in here at the inn when I can to tell you when I can. Now I need to go. I've spent too much time here. Again with the vanishing. Wish I could just poof around like that. Poof. Poof. Knock it off. So, let's go ahead and go upstairs. We can find our buddies that are right over here. Let's open up the chest. We found some bone time. That's the only one. Let's go ahead and talk to McDougal. What's up, guys? Oh, the usual. We telly video gamers have to save the world. Cool, what can I do? No clue. Get in line and let's find out. Where the hell am I? And what the hell are we doing here? Just get in line, meat shield. Oh, it's you. Yes, why are you always here at the inn? I'm the owner. Sure you are. I am, Sejasia Ineid, owner of the Traveling Inn, LLC. Okay, so what fucked up thing are you gonna say this time? I think I'll take a break. Let's play doctor. You can be a gynecologist and I'll be the patient you molest. What sort of sick manifestation are you? Don't blow a gasket, hot stuff. It's just so easy to fuck with you. Why the hell do you look like a little girl? Well, technically, I am a little girl, in that I am small and female. Actually, I'm half imp. Where do you think I get my sense of humor from? Ah, that explains a lot. So, how old are you? How dare you? Get out. Don't come any closer or I'll kill myself. Whoa, don't do anything hasty. Hasty, I've been at my task for years. I won't rest till I've killed every single version of me that exists. What? I'm an interdimensional murder-sider. I jump between planes of existence killing myself. According to physics, there are an infinite number of parallel planes of existence. You can never kill all of yourselves. What? No. Poor sad man. Ah, she's like a fine old lady that just had a dip in the pool. Okay. Are you having that? Am I having what? Are you having that? What's going on here? I'm confused. Oh, Jack, you don't need to be understanding nothing. You just have to get a plate of cabbage and go with it. Are you having that? Fine, whatever, I'm having that. Subscribe, and please let me know. Are you having that? Leather jacket guy, ladies and gentlemen. Look up leather jacket guy. He is a hoot, as they say, whoever they are. Hello. Hi there. What's the matter? You just waltz into my room and act like you're expecting someone else. I was hoping to see someone else here, actually. Never mind. What's your name? Okay, Tabitha. What's yours? Jack Hoth. Excuse me? I don't know what kind of inn you think this is, or what kind of girl you think I am. No. My name is Jack Hoth. It's supposed to be funny. Ah, I see. Well, you should preface it then. You know, I have a comedy name, Jack Hoth, instead of just walking up to girls and saying it, because that sounded like a request. Well, if you aren't busy... Call me old-fashioned, but I'd like to know a guy before I anything like that. Why is it this game gets so damn pervy at times? And I guess some elaborate parody about the way RPGs treated sex. Or the dev just thinks it's funny? RPG? Dev? You're all strange. Can we please talk about something, anything else? Sure. What do you do? Which? Your job. Which? The job you do every day. Which? Okay, what is on your resume? Which? Your resume that you give people when you are looking for employment. What does it say you do? Which? Look, on your resume, which job is listed? Indeed. So you work in property law. No, I'm a witch. Witch what? That's my job. Which is the job you do? Of course. Right, so which is your title? Of course. Something to do with golf, then. No, my title is witch. Okay, let me rephrase it. When you go to work, what do you do? I fascinate people. How? With my charms. So you're a performer. No, I'm a witch. Witch what? That's enough. As amusing as this Who's on First homage is, I'm tired of it. She is saying she is a witch. She enchants people with magic. Look at her outfit, for fuck's sake. Oh, hello again. So what do you do? Searcher. What? Don't you dare touch me. I mean, I'm an adventurer. Oh, so you do marketing for venture capital. Knock it off. I will not apologize. And next we add the butter instead of that other spread. Let's take a little nib of wine, and now let's chop up smuggins. Oh goodness, I seem to have cut myself. But never mind that, these accidents happen all the time. Oh dear, that is really bleeding. I will just have to apply some pressure with my impeccably clean towel. Let me just stick some butter and cream on the wound. There, all bitter, and here's the dish. Bon appetit! If you don't get it, I'm not explaining it. Tin can full of ham, tin can lost its ham. Tin can has no ham. Oh, hell. I amuse myself. Let's look at some spells. This bookshelf contains scrolls and grimoires of magic spells, so you can take a look at a couple. Annoy Champagne Devil. Blast of Foot Odor. Burning Incantation of the Tap Dancers. Burning Maelstrom of Drunkenness. Shield of Champagne. Spastic Eruption of Cola. Warp of Mouthwash. Of course, once you've pissed off the Champagne Devil, you'll need a shield. Yeah, probably a good idea. Magazines for the latest bands. Nuns of Hate, The Sexy Llamas, Cute Zizzes. German Orion, Sponsored Climax, Lazy Wit and the Professional Interpretation, Parental Imbalance, Crooked Platypi, The Curious Butt Plugs, The Philosophical Ding Dongs, Sentimental Ham Sandwiches. Oh, hell. Hi there. Oh, right, so what's up? What do you think? This is where the second piece of the Trifarce is. Ah, yes, of course. So what crazy-ass riddle do I have to solve this time? What, no small talk? Nah, I'd like to get to business. Well, fine. In the land of eternal snow and souls, behind the gate of hidden locks, below where the finger rises to the sky, where people once rinsed their socks, where the squirrel flees to the ditch, be careful now to scratch the edge, find the blade that swings and twitch, a hidden space revealed by this switch. Who are you? I'm an astronomer priest. I'm here to observe the great red supergiant Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse, you said? Yes. Alpha Orionis, part of the constellation of Orion. Recent fluctuations in its color and brightness suggest it may go supernova at any time. Is that bad? Oh no, it's wonderful. It's close enough for us to observe the supernova in incredible detail, while being far enough away not to pose any threat. I thought everyone in this time hated technology. Oh no, loads of people value knowledge and want to see the return of technology. With temperance, of course. We believe that with temperance we can harness the power of science once again for the betterment of all humanity. Until the day we can convince most people to set aside their distrust, we can only observe and record. But that's why this is such an important event. Without high-tech telescopes, we've been unable to further astronomical science much. My observations will be an incredible contribution. Ah, I see, so Betelgeuse is going to blow up. Yep, and then it's showtime. Tish. Good night, everybody. An incredibly elaborate setup just to do a Betelgeuse joke. Alrighty. Items. We've got a lot of money bags, so I'm going to pause it and open them up. Alright, so we are back back, and we have accumulated around 6,000 Poontang. And I'm just going to go through this. You can play the game for yourself and find out what goes on there. I'm not going to go into it personally because it's painful. It's an episode of my life that I'd like to put behind me. I put it into the game as kind of a... what do they call that? Memento Morium? Something, Memento Mori. No, that's something to do with somebody that's died. It was something that was happening, so I just put it into the game on a whim. And this is where you can buy your various spells. Now, personally, I don't think you need to buy a shitload of spells here, but there are some that are extremely useful. Mass disenchant armor to lower defense. Magic defense down can be useful, but we can wait on that one. And then we want... the next one I would recommend is... Cryomancer's Rampage and Cryomancer's Rampage. I believe those are the two I want. Items. Go ahead and do this. And again, this is kind of annoying having to do it all one thing after the other, but you just have to kind of do what you gotta do sometimes. So skills, make sure I got the right ones. Not that I want to spend all of my money on this. So mass disenchant armor is fine. All enemies and all enemies, that's good. Now these are expensive spells, and we're going to definitely have to buff up his MP before he can use these regularly. But you can pretty much get away with just these spells through the game. If you want to, this is kind of my method. If you want to, you don't have to follow along with the way I do things. I tried to give you, a lot of options on how you can spec him out and what spells you can give him, so you can, customize your spellcaster a bit more. But the reason I go with these particular spells is because disenchanting armor increases the damage of all your melee attacks, which is always useful. That's why it's also useful to get the mass deep power magic defense as well a bit later on. That way all your magic, your spells and magic-based attacks, because Titties does a lot of damage early because enemies don't have high magic defense, because her skill, or her damage is based on attack and magic attack. It's like Jack is based on agility and luck. Mark is based heavily on agility and some from attack. McDougal, being a wizard, magic attack is his primary. Meat Shield being your tank, but also towards the end of the game can be one of your most potent damage dealers, pure attack power. And Cutie also does damage based on attack when he's using his regular attack, but magic attack for spells. So there's variety to all of them, and you have to kind of figure things out. So Disenchant Armor is a really good one to have on McDougal. Cryomancer's Rampage is good because it can freeze, and Electromancer's Rampage is really good because it can stun. Which, it's all crowd control. It does damage and crowd control, which is vital for later parts of the game. So getting them now is very useful. And in order to also increase his utility, we're going to go ahead and drop a nice chunk of money on getting him some upgraded stuff. Now, we could have spread that out, and it's not a bad idea necessarily to do that, but sometimes you just need to go ahead and... There we go. So you see, you can go ahead and take that back, and so he was at 21, now he's up to 37, and let's see, that was his defense. And magic attack, so this only increases its defense and magic defense, which is good though. So, because we need him to be survivable. Okay. Or, we need him to be able to stick around. We don't have anything else to stick on him at the moment, but we will in a little bit. Because there is a talisman we can go ahead and pick up easily here. And I'll show you how to do that. I'll leave the tent for you to look at your own, or on your own if you want. Fish on, it's Jeremy Wade. You can investigate the bushes if you like. So I'll show you how to get the talisman right quick, because it'll come in handy. You might think this is kind of cheating, but... You know... Hey Jack, you're an expert on wells, right? Wrong kind of well. You have to look at all of the wells to get this talisman. It's a well talisman to get this item, accessory. So now it's tempting at this point. We could go ahead and actually take this off of Cutie and put it on to McDougal, at least for now, because it'll boost his attack and magic attack, and now he'll have access to all the fire spells, and he will have the highest magic attack, period, in the game. Cutie at this point only has a magic attack of 47, McDougal already has a magic attack of 60. Titty's magic attack is 48, so let's go ahead and save, so I don't completely forget to do that again. Alrighty, so we need to go this way. There's two of them over here. Hey Jack, what kind of well would you say this is? I told you already, wrong kind of well. Hey Jack, I'm warning you, since it's so icy right now, would you call this a, puts on sunglasses, blue whale? Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna smack the holy fuck out of your head. I fucking swear by all that it's, fuck it. Yes, this is a fine specimen of a blue whale. Very fine indeed. Now can we please get the fuck off this running gag now? No, actually we need to go back up this way. I forgot it. The other one is at the end of this row. And if you notice, this area is shaped like an E. No, this is the cemetery. So we do need to go to the other one. That's right. Yeah. Just like the last one was shaped like a K. And the one before that, an I. And the first one, an L. We'll talk to her in a little while. A little while. You see something shiny in the depths of the icy water. There doesn't seem to be anything else. Items. We're going to go ahead and equip, and we can put this on anyone, but I think we'll go ahead and put it on McDougal. Because it just gives a little boost to everything. It's not actually little at all. It's like 8 plus 8 to everything. 100 HP, like 25 MP, and 8 to every. stat, so it is not insignificant. So we're kind of powering up McDougal at this point. Which, again, you don't have to play it that way. I wanted to give you flexibility. If you want to just power level up, or not power level, but just put all the really good stuff on, like, Jack, and just rely heavily on his combat abilities or something, or you want to go heavy on that guy and rely on all his crit chance, high crit chance, then you can go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna leave stuff for you guys to investigate. You can interact with most of the stuff in the environment here. You know, not the stuff that's obviously just greeble decoration, but like all the stumps and the stacks of wood. Like down here, this one's pretty funny, I think. A wooden stump. Oh look, a wooden stump. And another wooden stump. Yet one more wooden stump. Jack's dick is like a wooden stump. That guy looks like a sawed-off wooden stump. Bing bang bong booga oogly moogly. Ha ha! A wooden stump with names carved into it. Lyle, Kyle, Style, and Winston. Because there's gotta be a Winston. Who put the dick on the snowman? That's a funny song, you should look it up. A meat shield, yes. Crawl inside this log and see if there's anything inside. Yeah, right, I'm gonna say no to that. But this is an RPG. The key to the whole game could be hidden inside this log. Still not crawling around inside it. Jack, not a fucking chance. I'm not doing it. Look at these mage hands. Yeah, no fucking way I'm doing it. Send the skinny Swede in. What? No, why don't you do it? Archer, have to protect my hands. Get in the log, meatball. No! Get in the fucking log. He gets down and crawls in the log. Yanking gestures, everyone sniggers. Well, we had to check it out. You know how these games are. Oh, lordy. A crate covered in snow. Rolls 3 dice 6. I want to look inside the crate, DM. You look inside the crate. You found... Dit... Poontang and dit booze. Okay. Something else I clearly screwed up. That's supposed to be the variables, so... obviously I messed it up with something. I will have to go back and try to correct that as well. I don't know what the hell happened when I was doing this area. Obviously I was half asleep or something. Jars of some unknown substance tucked in between them. You find a magical elixir. What could it be? Hey Jack, come look at this. Ooh, what is it? Potatoes! Bread so hard you could use it for a club. Bread so hard you could use it for a dildo. Okay. Actually, people actually did that in the olden days. People are weird. Yes, they are. A grand old fireplace, long unused. Some of the brickwork has fallen in. An old sink, the hole is rusted badly. The horror. Let's fight. I've had close encounters of the UFO kind. UFOs? I thought this was a fantasy RPG. Well, fantasy in the far-flung future. Why couldn't you have aliens in a fantasy RPG? That actually sounds kind of interesting. Like, you could have a fantasy setting with UFO nuts in it. It would be like some really cool true-to-life stuff, but still sort of meta. A fantasy RPG about UFO nuts? I would totally check that out. Somebody else can make it. I'm bitter. I guess. Yeah, just attack. You can attack too. Everybody just attack for now. Except you. You need to use a spell. You can attack too. I'm going to have you all attack so I can show you why you have to use your skills in this game. Especially starting in this area. Otherwise you will simply die. And die. And die. And die again. Skills, we cannot use anything right yet. Spells, we got skills, we got skills and spells for days. Let's use a spell. We can also use a spell, and skill charge is absolutely vital later in the game. At this point it is still very useful, but potentially crippling if you overuse it, because he does not have a lot of MP. Skills we can use Bodkin Arrow, we can throw out another spell. Arrowmancer's Delight is actually a pretty good single target spell. We'll probably go back and pick up another one, maybe the Geomancer or the Hydromancer, a single target spell, because Geomancer is a good one because it has a chance to cause confusion, like a head wound, which is also good for crowd control, so I'll probably grab that one. Now the water one's not bad because it can slow them down, but I'd say the confusion's better for crowd control. So, skills, we have a strong attack we can use. Hud's Bodkins. Burn. Blinded by the light. Bleed. There we go. We can use Hemorrhage. Skills, we can go ahead and throw that out. We can attack again. Skills. Throw that out. Spells. Let's go ahead and just hit it with that again, and strong attack. No damage. And dead is dead. That guy goes up a level. We picked up a money bag. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. A jar of lard and a leather glove. Acid dreams straight from above. KMFDM. A group of plushy frogs singing show tunes. Meet the Robinsons. Look, it's a rotted old bit of furniture. Can I stop telling you guys about this stuff now, and you can get on with making the rest of it, and I can get on with making the rest of the game? No! What do you mean, no? You actually want me to take the time to tell you about every poxy, rotten bit of greeble I've stuck into the game? Fine, fine, fine. Back to work, Tex Monkey. They talk to me. Or I talk to myself. Tucked in behind the junk you find a wonderful magical snack. A grand old fireplace. Yeah, I copy and paste text events like this. Do you want to make something of it? Most of them are obviously nasty, but a couple look okay. Assortment of lubes and oils. Put it back, titties. Aww. We don't have to fight everybody. Like I said before, you only need about 5 levels per area, and we've only got 4 more to go for this one before you head to the boss, and there's plenty of enemies inside the tower. It's not a dungeon, it's a tower. So we got some upgrade items. We got top shelf Cabernet Sauvignon, which increases max MP, and we got Dorositos, the mystical snack of the Lizard King. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Alright, that increases magical skill by 5. We're gonna throw 1 on him, 1 on Cutie, and this one we'll do 2 there and 1 there. And kind of break that up a little bit, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Is that where we just were? Yes. Run, Forrest, run. We can go down here. We'll go down here and we'll go inside. All the enemies here are inside the houses. And again, you can look at pretty much all of this shit. It's a feeling whoever lived here was probably a goods dealer. Found a little bit of money. Very little. Under the pillow is a whole slew of teeth. bed is an ice pick and a bottle of lotion. Don't want to know. Yeah. Fight. Think about pure sex, deep sex, hard sex, raw sex. Go. Oh, I'm going. That's the way. We like it. Does this happen a lot? Yes, it does. Good to know. Lords of Acid, raw sex. And whoever did that's the way we like it. I don't remember. And we're fighting scary monsters, by the way, with nice sprites. Pay attention, please. Cutie, let's hit him with a spell. Let's do a group fairy light. That guy, you can use a bodkin arrow. Hod's bodkins. McDougal, let's hit him with Cryomancer Rampage, and we're gonna do a strong attack. Blind. Damn it. And frozen. And of course, we broke him out of the ice, but that's okay. Skills, hemorrhage, attack, skills, blazing strike, spells. Let's use an advanced fairy light on that one. That guy we can go ahead and hit with a bodkin arrow again. Spells. And strong attack again. Crap. Nice. Alright, so that one's pretty much defanged for the time being and will die soon. So now let's go ahead and hit this one. Did not miss that time. Only really attack again. We can do a blazing strike. Spells, we can do that again. Skills, we got enough for a bodkin arrow. Spells, we can do that again. And now we can hit a strong attack. Tactics. It's dead. Now that one is due. Tactics. A couple level ups. Nice. New attack there. We got some more money. Let me out. Let me out. And again, I'm going to leave a lot of this stuff. You can investigate it on your own. You can get a copy of the game. Again, you can download it for free, but contributing is appreciated. Got some more money, and a little bit of money, and a little bit of booze. You can get us the soundtrack for $1. Old and rotten, close falling apart, you dig? Some of this stuff was pretty nice, but it's all nasty and rotten. Any magical lands in here? No. Whoa, shit, they're ganging up on me. Ah! I went the wrong direction, apparently. Yes, oh my gosh! Bloody fucking hell, kid, don't yell like that. Hey, don't feel bad, I'm a coward too. You don't need to hide, my friend. What are you so happy about? I stacked my cups! Okay. Skrillex again. Hemorrhage. Let's see. Let's go ahead and attack. Spells. Only hit one of them. We're running low on... Actually, we're pretty good on MP. It's SP we're running low on. That guy can't do much anything. Ooh, we need some healing here. Let's go back up to Cutie and use... boy, we are not really good on healing items, but that's alright. Spells. Let's go ahead and... Very low on MP, so... Let's go ahead and... Skills, we can't use either of those. Go ahead and drop out one of those. Strong attack. Great. Just love it when we miss. Twice in a row, that's good. Wunderbar. Bullshit. Wunderbar. Crapola. Alright, so we're gonna have to attack. Spells. It's gonna wipe out our MP, but we're gonna have to go ahead and use it. Skills, Bodkin Arrow. Now you got some MP left. Not a lot. Let's go ahead and hit it a disenchant armor. Very useful. Ouch. And of course it knocks off her SP, the one that we really could have used the SP boost on. Skills, Hemorrhage. Hemorrhage that son of a bitch. Skills. We're gonna have to... We wanna build up on that. Spells. Really need to heal anybody yet. Let's hit them both with that. Skills, we can use a serrated arrow now. Spells. Trying to get that in. Oh, crap. He is way low. And of course not. Blinded would be nice here. Of course not. Alrighty, skills. Hemorrhage. I think we can have enough now. Yes. Good. But we are absolutely tanked on MP for Cutie. So we're just gonna have to attack. Skills. Serrated arrow. Spells. Hit the ball. Fire again. Skills. Rushing attack. There we go. Alright, so they're both wounded and have status effects going. We can go ahead and hemorrhage this one now. Try to attack this one. Let's go ahead and attack that one. Let's go ahead and hit this one with a Bodkin Arrow. Now we are... We can probably survive that for a little while. And we can definitely use another rushing attack here. Yes. Nice. And now it's blinding. Very good. Not good. Alrighty, some skills. Hammer it again. This one. Skills. Try to hit that one. Cutie. No. Attack the other one. It's not blinded. Skills. Bodkin arrow. Hit that one again. You're gonna have to try and heal up a little bit. Skills. Let's hit that one. And of course we miss. Didn't miss that time. And we miss again. Yeah, that doesn't get old. Alright, so we took one out. Attack. Skills. Flaming Strike. Spells, we can't use anything. Attack. Attack. Spells, we've got enough to hit something stronger, so we can go ahead and use that. And skills, we can use a strong attack. And we've got 3 level ups. Very nice. She's picked up Firestorm, which is another pretty good skill. Reckless Rush Attack is a good one for hitting all the enemies. Picked up some items. Oh crap. Let's head back outside. Did I pick up the... key? No, but I still have the one for Area 3. Go ahead and go pick up the other warp key for this area. So I don't have to do this all the time. Alrighty. Go ahead and go upstairs and stay at the inn for a rest up. See, this area, it does get a lot harder, but, you know, it should get harder. You know, the training wheels have come off. Everything you need to know, you should have learned in the first couple of areas. Not too bad on that. We still have 2 treasure chest keys, which is pretty nice. So, how much money do we have? 894. So I want to go ahead and pick up another single targeting spell. Alrighty. Shadows, though, the Erobomancy ones aren't bad, but they don't really have a really good secondary effect. I prefer something like actually, I'm not sure why I included those. You get those to start with. I think I was going to go with Big Rock is a good one for a cheap one. Might pick up the other one later. Now, we don't have much money, and as far as items go, we don't have much in the way of healing stuff. we'll manage, because we can always go back to the inn anytime we want to. Let's go ahead and save. Head on down here and go to this area. Let's go... yeah, why not? A stack of firewood with a lumberjack magazine tucked in it. It's full of trees and lingerie. Okay, you guys. I'm bored. Kiss my ash. I could go for some cedar. I'm cold. I could use a fir. Well, maple, we should spruce things up and larch on out of here. Yeah, make like a tree and leaf. A rotten old case full of tasty mold-covered bread. It might kill you or it might cure an infection. Nope, not giving you any more freebies for now. Not in this area, anyway. Do you like pina coladas? Getting caught in the rain? Well, this isn't that isn't what this game is about, so stop dicking around and go kill some shit. Oh, kinky. A big white stain on the covers, with some brown and red stains, too. Clearly someone was making sandwiches in bed and knocked the tray over, spilling mayo, peanut butter, and jelly all over. What, you thought I was talking about something else? Dirty. Let's see. There's nothing in here I want to grab right yet. Go over this one. A stack of firewood. But it's really trying to branch out into new things. They saw you coming, so you axed for it, man. They're really going to hammer things home. I would axe you to leave, but I'm patient. When I left home, I really cut my roots. Lordy, I love the puns. Even if they're very horrible, bad puns, I still love them. Yay, secret stuff. More cool secret items. Creepy old fireplace of terror. Ooh. This way we go find out. We go find out. There's somebody over there. Let's see what we got. Items. We got McFooger's Burgers and McPluggets. A burger with such resistance to bacteria makes you tougher too. And dense little bits of chicken. Tasty but with an unfortunate side effect. Oh lordy. Plus 5 magic defense. Let's see. We can give those to Meat Shield. And then defense. Let's see. Let's just get Jack all jacked up. While doing my homework, I made a discovery. I'm human after all. The trend of this area strongly suggests otherwise. Yes, it does. And that's Daft Punk. Oh lordy, there's 3 of them. And we're upstairs standing on the giant bookshelf, because now everything in this house is all giant, Would you look at that, I don't know why I'm doing that. See, this is why I don't like the battle bags. I don't like them. I don't know why, I just don't. They do not appeal to me at all. Spells, I think I'm going to have to use the skill charge here. Skills, we can use a bodkin arrow. Spells, we can use any of them. Let's go ahead and hit him with some Electromancer and guard with him for the moment. And of course we miss. And we connect. Skill charge. Up, 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 up. Very nice. Electrocute those bastards. And we've got 2 of them. Very nice. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and guard. We're gonna guard again. Cutie is going to hit this one with a very light. That guy is going to go ahead and hit that one with a bodkin arrow spells. Now we're going to go ahead and disenchant armor. Skills. Let's go ahead and guard again. Kind of set things up for one big try and take them all out, or at least do some serious damage in one round, sort of a thing. We got them all defense down. Alright, so we're going to lose a turn of stun on one of them there, but for the most part, this is going to work out good, I think. Actually, let's go ahead and Mighty Jack him for now. Titties, you can go ahead and use your Burning Assault. Spells, you can go ahead and group Very Light. Skills, go ahead and hit a Bodkin Arrow on that one, that's fine. Spells. Let's go ahead and hit a Pyromancer's Rampage, see if we can burn them all up, and a Reckless Rush attack. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Not so nice. Alright. So, well, we didn't lose out on that one after all, so we can go ahead and Hemorrhage. Let's go ahead and hit that one. Spells. No. Skills. We can use a Blazing Strike. This one isn't burning yet, so we can try and hit that one. Spells, we can go ahead and group Very Light him again. Skills, we can Bodkin Arrow one of them. That one's just about dead, so let's finish that one off. Spells. Let's go ahead and... We don't want to use up too much of our MP here, so let's just go ahead and use Big Rock. This one has the most health, and we can go ahead and Reckless Rush attack again. Doesn't do a lot of damage, though. We need to really build up his attack power. Nice. Killed one of them. Big Rock. Just enough to take that one out. Good enough for me. Alright, so we can go ahead and Hemorrhage this one. Attack, attack. Think. We get Bodkin Arrow. Spells. Go ahead and just use one of those. Get some MP back, hopefully, and a rushing attack. Now we're going to kill her straight out. That works for me. Nice. Quadruple level up. 9. Alright. Whoa, we got all kinds of stuff here. Harrington Porter, a bunch of money bags. Very nice. A stack of firewood. Or a cabinet of stuff, whatever. Behind some of the stuff you'll find a switch. In this area you do have to look for switches and find them. To open up the door to get into the tower. That's just the way it is. We got 2 Poontang, that was nice. 59 Poontang, and a beer. So I think that was all of our keys. So we're... Old shit in an old case, it's old, it's rotten, it's falling apart, it's spooky. Text Monkey is bored with all these descriptions. Junk and stuff and things and shelves in a cupboard, that's old and rotted and junk and stuff. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know why it's funny, but it is. I think it's funny. See, you're supposed to imagine me sitting there as the game developer and just typing out all of that stuff. Just stuff after stuff after stuff. Just, you know, and just going through that kind of feeling of good grief. Yep, we need a key. Again, you can check out this stuff for yourself. You run around and find something that still looks usable. Items. We got Daft Punk MP3s that we're gonna give to Jack as they increase your luck. It's Daft Punk, you're up all night to get lucky. And there's tons of funny stuff in here, I'm not gonna go through all of it. My favorite stuff is the potatoes, though. It's the potatoes. You like some potatoes? Come on, you know you want one. Fuck off. Hey, psst. Jack. What? Have a potato. Fuck you. Just ask Tony. Ask Tony what? If this is crate. I forget that joke. There's something behind this crate. It is Tome of Mage Blast. So we got ourselves a free spell for McDougal. Now, the Mage Blast stuff is more potent damage-wise, but you have to be careful because it gives you Mage or Power Burn, which damages you over time. So you're kind of sacrificing some of your own health to do more damage to them. But it can be a really strong attack spell, especially some of the more potent versions later on you can get. Alrighty, so we needed some stuff that's over here, mixed in with all the rotten shelving and nasty looking bottles. You find one that looks like it might still be useful. Some old bottles of wine. Most look nasty, but a few still look kind of good. I mean, why did I stick all this stuff in here? No one really needs this much crap in their house. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where the other switches are. This table has an old vase on it with frozen dead flowers. Ooh, spooky. Another creepy vase of dead flowers. I can feel your dread rising. Alrighty. I can't think of anything funny. Use your imagination and you think of something. Old rusty armor. Apparently they never heard of... Wait for it. Armor all! I will not apologize. You! What the fuck? What? What's the matter? Who the hell are you? Your name is Kitty, isn't it? No, it's Siler. Ah, the fuck? He's frozen solid. It's a big farting asshole. Sorry, son of a botching perk sucker. It's a movie. From a movie. It's Johnny Dangerously. It's funny. It looks like the caretaker of the cemetery. He's dead. Frozen stiff. They all look at each other. They all look at you. In unison. Let it go. Let it go. Because he's frozen, you see. The name on the grave reads Nancy Elizabeth Sullivan. It is the grave of the Steve Williams. It's Dr. Death. The name on the grave reads Edward Fatu. What was that? Edward Fatu or Kishi or one of his family. Mitsuharu Misawa. Pro wrestlers. Ryan William Pillman, Brian Pillman. Sean Christopher Hare. Sean O'Hare, I believe. Matt Osborne, aka Doink. Yes, every single one of those graves has a pro wrestler on it, and most of them died young. Youngish. Alright. Let's go ahead and... I've screwed up some of the graphics in this area too. Let's go ahead and go here, because I think one of the switches is in here. Or at least something that we need is. Very old bottles of booze, not the kind that gets better with age either. Most of this stuff looks useless. Dangerous even. There's a bottle of poison that looks like it might be useful. Vials of stuff commonly found in vials. You know, stuff. Bags of marshmallows, graham crackers, chocolate. S'mores. You can murder someone with this bread, it's so cold and stale. I love the smell of rotten linens in the morning. It smells like laundry. Stack of a coat rack with a cloak on it. No! You son of a bitch. No! It's chasing after us. Run! No! Damn it, go. 3 bottles of booze on the table, 3 bottles of booze. Take one down, pass it around. Alcohol poisoning for everybody. I'm not so wino, you're so wino, not me, you're the wino. Frogs in jars. Don't tell Kermit. Vials of vial, vitriolic, viscous, viscid, versatile vaccination. Behind some of the stuff you find a switch. Assorted lotions and creams. Put some on your skin. Well, this stuff is really old. It might eat it off, so probably not a good idea. Spill the wine, dig that girl. Spill the wine, take that pearl. It's a song. Spill the wine. Look it up. It's a cutting board for cutting stuff. It's watching you. Ooh. Spooky. I'm not telling you. No wonder this village got cursed. It's full of freaks. There is a rather large deviant sexual device under the bed. A worn copy of L Variations of Horror. Quite a collection of whips. I have a twisted, sick sense of humor. Alrighty, so let's keep going. I missed a switch. I remember where it is too. I think it's in. Is it in here? No, I don't think it is. I think it's in the first house. In the first house, there is a switch. There is a switch in the first house, eh? I believe so. Yes, it is. It's right over here. It is right up here, and you have to put bottles of nasty old spices and seasoning. Behind the bottles, you find a switch labeled tower door. Found one of the switches. Now, I'm trying to remember how many there were, and I think there were 4, and we found 3, so we might have to go looking a little bit harder, but at the moment, I think we are pretty good to go. We're going to go back to the inn right quick, and we are going to heal up before we go confront the lady down on that bottom map, because we will need to be in good form to face off with her. Although it really should not be that hard of a fight. Unfortunately, it is one of those ones that it is so unfortunately easy for it to go sideways on you. Sideways. And get irritatingly difficult to beat. I do not know why I'm talking like this. I will stop now. Sorry. But yeah, this one right here, it really shouldn't be that hard. It's not supposed to be, but you know how that can be sometimes. It's supposed to feel hard. Unfortunately, in order to get it to feel hard, it can actually become hard. It won't open. Well, we need to find one more switch. I'll figure out where it is. Who dares trespass on these dark grounds? They don't concern you, Hedrila. Just move along and forget this happened. I am the ranger assigned to guard these cursed lands, acid heads. Any trespass here is my business. You are a good student, child, but I will put you down if I must. This is bigger than your pissant assignment. Master, what are you up to? Why are you siding with these strangers? Can you not guess? Your issues with the Empress are well known, but she is new. We must give her a chance. Perhaps her sitting the throne is a good thing. This isn't the time for another pointless debate, girl. Either fuck off and hide until this is over, or I will be forced to deal with you. You don't just violate the laws by coming here, by bringing them here. You also seem to be planning a coup. I will defeat you. So be it. Backstory. Because in the original game, my guy basically was just there. Now he has backstory because I felt he needed it. It isn't actually me. It's a character loosely based on me. So we're going to go ahead and guard with these 2 spells. We are going to use skill charge. I'm going to guard. We're going to go ahead and try and hit her with a big rock. We can hit a rushing attack. And spells, we can go ahead and hit her with Torment to slow her down. And she's going to go ahead and kill them, or him. See, this is where it starts getting irritating, because she should not attack the full 4 times that often. It should be, like, twice fairly often, 3 times once in a while, and then 4 times rarely. But it will, again, game math. Hemorrhage, skills. Don't have enough quite yet for Firestorm. Let's just use a Raging Inferno. Spells. I don't even know if it would be worth it trying to resurrect, but we can go ahead and try it. Actually, spells. Go ahead and do a group heal item. And no, actually, we can't do that because, well, then I take it back. We're going to go ahead and do resurrection item. No, we're going to go ahead and do a bodkin arrow. Spells. That one didn't really work. So let's go ahead and use Great Balls of Fire and Torture. And of course it's going to take him down. See, it shouldn't do this. It really shouldn't. Alrighty. Also, try and get meat shield back up. Skills. Try and hit with a blazing strike spells. We can try to resurrect Handjob McDougal with a silly name and with a bodkin arrow. Skills, try to do that again. Spells, burn. So, not in the greatest shape at the moment, but not doing terribly either. Let's go ahead and... It's not bleeding, so let's try and hemorrhage. Titties, I think we're going to have to try and heal. But we don't have much in the way of healing power at the moment. Cutie... Do an advanced group heal. Skills, bodkin arrow. Spells. Again, let's try to hit her with a big rock. Skills. Yep. Spells. Torture. And again, of course. Of course. It's just, it is irritating that they'll do that and go after the, you know, it's proper AI behavior, but it gets irritating. It gets very, very irritating. So we're going to have to go ahead and get Cutie some more stuff. Try to resurrect. Let's try to bring Titties back. Just guard with him. He's got full health. Rushing attack, spells, torment.
What are you doing here?
Alrighty, so item. Guess we'll do that. Firestorm. Skills, no spells, resuscitation, bring him back again. Skills, Bodkin Arrow. Try and heal yourself. Spells, burn. Starting to get on my nerves. Try again. And of course, hemorrhage, skills, firestorm, spells. Advanced group heal. Skills, Bodkin Arrow. Spells, Big Rock. Spells, Torture. There we go. Alright, 4 turns and we can fucking get some shit going here. Alright, spells. Resuscitation, Jack. That guy, of course, we don't have anything else. We're just going to guard. Unfortunately, confusion does not mean she won't attack somebody else this turn, but we can at least try to get things back. Spells. Screw it, we're going to try and stun her. We're going to torture again. This will probably take away, of course, it takes away the confusion. Of course, you fucking did. Stupid bitch. Of course not. That would have been too fucking useful. Hemorrhage. Yeah, like this is really gonna fucking happen. Of course. But now we have no way at all to put out or to take care of. So let's try and take her down with burn. And that's it. Unfortunately, 3 of our people missed out on the experience, but it is what it is. So, counter magic's nice. Got a large money bag, that's really nice. I warned you, child. She's dead. She's dead, kid. Again, it really shouldn't be that hard of a fight, but it's just, you know, what can you do? It's game back-end math. Even though I'm pretty sure I have it set up so that the being able to attack several times in a battle, it should be like 75%, 50%, and 25% chances. It still happens constantly. And I've tried tweaking it, and it's just one of those things, you tweak it a little bit and it doesn't ever happen at all in one, you know, in one direction. I mean, it's like, you cannot win. This isn't what I need to get to. So, and of course, if I had leveled up a couple more times before fighting her, it would have been easier. Everybody would have been tougher. And, you know, if I had had the foresight, you know, remembered that I needed to get some, like, the shot of Epi, for example, that would have been very useful. But, you know, what can you do? Spluterman juice, agility, we can give that to that guy. And top shelf, Cabernet Sauvignon, we got 2 more of those. Let's give both of, well, let's do one of each again. Got a large money bag, that was very, very nice. Items. So, we actually got a few items for recovering MP. We got a shot of Epi from the battle, of course. We got Ganja to remove effects. We got that one to restore MP. We've got these for getting HP back after battles. They're really good for just, you know, somebody's down like 1,000 HP. 3 or 4 of those will top them off. Whatever. We got those for topping off MP. So we're not doing too bad on items. What we really need, I think, is some more shots of Epi. Because I really could have used a few of those. And a few of... a few other higher-end healing items. So potions made from the essence of magical animals. Let's look at a few. Projectile Pelican, Psycho Pigeon, Taser Turtle. The nefarious Psycho Pigeon plots his crimes with a superhero team of Taser Turtle and Projectile Pelican. Try to stop him. Okay, so... let's see, items, key items we have. Fine wine, bottle of poison. We also needed a goblet, and we've got the cage serpent, so we actually needed a fine goblet, and I believe we can find that in one of these magical items. Drink of the just fish, float of the rune of strength. I'm trying to remember where the goblet is. Alrighty then. Or maybe there was I'm trying to remember where some of this stuff is. I think there might have been... one of them might have actually been back in the last area to complete the devil's... well, he's not the devil, he's Beelzebub. To complete his other quest. Either there was a chest in one of the houses. I don't think there was. There may have been another switch here. I'm trying to remember. We went through this area, though. I don't think there's a switch in here. Spooky. Maybe beating her was the last switch. I can't remember right off. Maybe it's those three, and then you need to beat Hydrala to open the tower door. Let me check. The goblet you need might actually be in the tower. So, let's try this now. It won't open. You need to find another switch. Crap. I'm trying to remember where it is. They're all inside the houses. That is definitely the case. So, that one already, we found the switch in that one. We found the switch in the top one. We found the switch in that one. I'm trying to remember if there was one in one of these ones. Wasn't in there. Shit. Ooh, I'm total scareware. Oh please, you're about as scary as... oh lordy, what is that on your crotch? Again, I have a sick and twisted sense of humor. I think we found one in there too. Oh, I hate that one. Alrighty. Skills, hemorrhage it. Just attack. Spells. Okay, we can use advanced fairy light on that one. That guy, we can use bodkin arrow. Spells. Let's go ahead and use great balls of fire. And skills, we can use a rushing attack. Nice. Not so nice. Nice. Very nice. Heavy damage. Not so nice. Alrighty. So... let's just go ahead and attack that one again. Attack that one. Cutie spells. Hit that one with a fairy light. Bodkin arrow. Spells. Go ahead and hit him with balls of fire again. That worked pretty well. Nice damage. Not doing much anything with the regular attacks. And again, like I said, at this point, you need to use your skills. But sometimes you have to use your skills to get your SP. Alright. Because even if you don't do any damage, you still get the SP for attacking. Skill points, that is. Okay, so attack here. Skills, we can use a blazing strike there. Let's just use a regular attack there. They're weak against light magic, and that's... Cutie's element is light. So, hit him with that. Skills, bodkin arrow there. Spells, ooh. He's taking some nasty hits. Let's go ahead and heal him up a little. And skills, we can use a strong attack here. Nice. And bleeding. Not enough to do any damage, though. There we go. Good, good, good. It's going to do a little bit of damage. Ooh, head wound. Good. But we took one of them out. Ooh, Jack has not only got a head wound, he's bleeding. Not good. Alright, so we need to hit this one and take it down. Use a regular Polish fairy light to save some MP there. I think we can hit it with a Bodkin arrow spell. We can hit it with a ball of fire. Probably can take it out pretty easily. Add. Yeah. And we got a couple of level ups. Very nice. Taunter, which unfortunately does the exact opposite of what it's supposed to do. I think we already found a switch here, didn't we? Come on. A holy book. Worms have eaten into it. Yeah, I think we found a switch up here in the kitchen. Yeah. Yep, we already found that one. And we checked that stuff. Let's see. I don't think there was anything in the woodshed. Or that other one. Let's see, we checked in those shelves. We did not check up here, so... Did we check over here? Yep. Standard fireplace. Demonic sink. Everything in this place is demonic. Eek. So I don't think it's in here. I'm relatively certain it's not. In the end, so it has to be in here. The sink is a terrible thing to waste. Let's see, where would I have put it? Oh, dancing text monkey. Put in the flavor text like I did. Nothing. Alrighty. Don't ask. He won't tell. So... yeah. Why did I do that? I swear... Where the hell did I put it? I don't think it's in the inn. I don't think it's in here. Sorry about this. I'm probably going to have to pause it and then try and figure out where the hell I put the switch, because I'd swear... I could have sworn it's not in the inn. And I've checked through all these houses. Or all the houses. At least I think I have. I checked in that one. Did I put it in here? We checked this stuff in here, I thought. For some reason it doesn't say it. It's full of frozen bananas. I know I'm just skipping through this now. I'm getting irritated with myself. Because I didn't think I made it this difficult to find the damn switches. There's like 3 or 4 of the fucking things. think I've checked everywhere. I thought I had checked everywhere. I'm pretty sure it's not an enemy that you have to defeat. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to pause this for the moment. I'll save it, pause it, and then I'm gonna try and figure out where the hell I put this thing, because I don't remember it being this much of a pain in the ass. I must have missed something, and I do not remember what it is, so I'll be right back. Okay, I think I figured out where it is, and it's actually in here. See if that was the one I needed. If not, I'm going to have to go looking again. Honestly, I could have sworn I already looked at that stuff, but okay. Whatever. Please be a bright one. Yes. Now we can go inside. Around stuff in here. We will definitely fight enemies in here, but at the moment we can play around. Actually, there's not really like any items that we can just pick up or anything. As the old chant is spoken, the old song will heal many hearts. Actually, what's the condition of the party? A little bit threadbare at the moment. Too bad. Let's go ahead and fight this one. Enemies in here are harder. Never did no harm, never did no harm. Coming up, it's there. What are you doing? I stopped questioning it and I'm just going with it. Gorillas? Dare? It's a good song. Really good song. Very catchy. Skills. Let's just attack it. Fuck it. Let's just go with it. Let's use a skill charge. Why not? That guy, you got plenty of speed. You got SP spells. Let's go ahead and hit these two. Let's just three balls of fire. Skills. Let's rush attack them. Threats and damnations. Burn! Very nice. Very nice. Hit the other one. That's very nice. Damn. They hit hard. I know, but they hit hard. They hit too hard. This pyromancy the bitch. Alrighty, spells. They hit hard. What kind of spells let's use? I think we'll use a big rock on you. And you gonna get a strong attack away. Ooh, of course miss. Bleed. Burn. Not much damage. Ouch. That hit hard. Now you bleed. Skills. Yeah. Rush. Water rush. Items. We will give you that guy. Vodka arrow. Hit that one. Spells. We do a big rock. Really, let's hit it with a mage blast, just cause, why not? I show you mage blast. Bleed, bastard. Haha. Hurt that son of a bitch, didn't I? You dead, son of a bitch. Hemorrhage. Just attack. Just attack. Just attack. You can attack too. It won't do anything, but that one. Gotta level up titties. And we got rapid fire from that guy. And we got some new stuff. Now I think we go back to the inn, yeah. We go back to the inn. We go back to the inn, then we go back to the other area, and then we go ahead and want to find the goblet. Unless the goblet's in here. I'm trying to remember where the goblet is that we need for Beelzebub. I think it might actually be back in the last area. Because one of the items I think I did leave back there. And I think you can find it at the end. I'm not sure. We can go ahead and go back. Use this. And see, we can just fast travel to the beginning and end of the dungeons this way. Nice and easy. You know, if you want to go back and do some power leveling now, because those guys are going to be very easy to defeat. Or, of course, you can always hang on to the warp keys if you want to get back to a previous area. I sold that one, so... In fact, it's a good idea, because now we can't really buy weapons. We've only got 114 money. Poon time. Now, let's see. Dreaded Aikido Antelope. This one's the ones that's all potions. I got on tea. So let's see. Now that I think about it, maybe it is in the other area. It's in the, like an old treasure chest or something. In the tower. I cannot remember exactly where the goblet is, but we'll find it. It'll be a lot easier to find that switch. I know that for a fact. What level are we at right now? 17. We're a tad underleveled, really, at this point, but I wanted to show you that you could get through this without having to kill all the enemies, and, you know, like I said, people who complain about this game, mostly they're just making it hard on themselves. Old swords. Metal is visibly brittle. Don't sleep, they come in the night, is roughly written on the box. Okay. Go ahead and go downstairs. Because this is a good place to go, is downstairs. We don't have to engage with the enemy yet. We can, but we don't have to. We need a key. It's a stove and a sink. Under the sink you find a switch. Because remember the riddle? The riddle? You remember the riddle? A rotted old branch. Underneath you discover a set of false teeth. Okay, so let's see. Old table. So we're interested in hold a cut. There's a switch under the table. Not the one we were needing, it's a different one. Bench, old bench. Stuck to the bottom there. Let's see. A rotted old book. A few pages are still readable. We can hear the sounds again, the howling outside in the dark. Everyone still alive came here into the tower for protection. But what good are these weapons and armor against what stalks us? What good are walls of stone? It's taken the children. We are alone. Okay, you have some serious mood whiplash going on here, acid heads. I mean, 1 minute it's silly stuff, then you hit us with creepy shit. That isn't a valid response. Rotted old blankets. Smells like teen spirit. Rotted old blankets. Smells like pussy. Rotted old blankets. Smells like victory. An old table. It's so rotten you weren't interested to hold a cut. There are bloodstains all over this table, just on the top. Do not want to know what happened here. This place is juxtaposition hell. Okay. Help! City fireplace long cold and full of slush. There's a note still tacked up on the mantle. It appears to be a notice for adventuring work. An angry sage named Esteos seeks a group of adventurers to discover who is murdering his peers and why. Moreover, the party must complete the quest without leaving any trace of their involvement. There is a switch on the fireplace, and then we found the switches. We can go through the door. Go outside, and we go to here, and we find this, and we got lots of money and some beer. And we can fight some of these people, or we cannot. It's up to you. Probably hard to do, because they got there's some mini boss type enemies there, and they give you lots of XP and money. Now we've got to come up here. Old spears, the wood is rotten and the heads are rusty. And, hey, look, there's a ton of stuff in here. I can't always think of interesting things to say for everything. Bad flavor text monkey. Bad. We fight this one. Call 911 now! Hey, you're the monster. We should be the ones calling the cops. You can have your bass drop. Alrighty, woo! There's 3 of them, and one of them is one of the little, almost invisible guys. When it's on the stone backdrop. Ah, crap. Alrighty. Spells we can use. Pyro Delight on there. Let's go ahead and use a skill charge. Come on. That guy can only attack. Spells. Mage Blast. I think we're going to use Electromancer's Rampage, and you we're just going to guard. Burn, baby, burn. Ouch. Nice. See, that's why I wanted the guards, in case any of them got a stun, we could go ahead and get a turn of build up, so we can go ahead and use, of course, he is the only one that one's gonna lose it next turn anyway. Spells. Hit that one. Spells. Let's hit that one. Skills. Let's go ahead and save up for the rapid fire so you can see what that one does. Spells, let's go ahead and hit. I don't want to do random, so let's hit Pyromancer's Delight. Because that one's got 3 turns of speed stun, so we might be able to get 3 turns of blissful, not getting attacked by that. Very nice. And of course it missed. See, it couldn't do anything because it may not have been stunned anymore, but it was still the same turn. So we've still got 2 turns of that one being MIA, basically, so we can go ahead and attack. Let's just go ahead and try and focus this one down for now. Alright, spells. Let's just go ahead and keep hitting that one with that. Spells, Advanced Fairy Light, hit that one again. Skills, we can go ahead. And we might lose the paralysis on the other one, but let's go ahead and fire off some big damage here and try to... There we go. Very nice. Very nice. And of course, McDougal got a head wound. It's not too bad. Hemorrhage there. We'll go ahead and use an Inferno Blade there. Spells, we got tons of SP here, so that's not a bad thing, but we need to go ahead and get him back some MP while we can. Go ahead and try and take that one out. Not quite, unfortunately. Now that one's bleeding, that's good. And not burning, not too bad. No damage. Little bit of damage, not too bad. Might take them both down with... Good enough. And 4 level ups. 18, not bad. Advanced Resuscitation, very nice. Unfreaking-believable Crusty Kolak. Old swords. The metal is visibly brittle. These swords have an inscription on the hilt. Praise Marceline, the Vampire Queen. You notice one of the swords is actually on a hinge. You lift it up and there is a click. So now we found both switches we needed for this. And we're going to go get the other piece of the Triforce. Run. We can run along right here, and we can go up this ladder. And we do not need to engage the enemies every step of the way if we do not so choose to do so. And here is where we find our a wonderful chalice and 906 boom time. That is very nice. And of course, this little bitch over here is going to be blocking the hole in the wall, so we will kill her. Feel good. Feel base. I don't want no fish. I'm the ace of base. Bass. Bad joke. I'm the ace of bass. Holy fucking hell. There be 5 of them. Alright, so we're gonna guard. We're going to guard. We're going to skill charge everybody. We are going to guard. We are going to... Shit. We are going to shit. Sometimes makes you want to. Alright, and we're going to guard. Not an optimal beginning, but we will make it through this. Well, I thought we were. Great. This is not good. Apparently McDougal is rather injured and I did not realize it. And of course, they're going to take it off of Jack. We really needed him to have that, so item. Now we're going to use a shoddy Epi. We're going to get him back. Titties, you're going to go ahead and guard again. Cutie, you're going to throw a spell. An advanced group heal, trying to get everybody back on track. You're going to use one of those. Hopefully you don't go first, which you very well might. Which is annoying when that happens, and we're going to guard. And of course, for some reason, they're going to go first. This really shouldn't happen. Seriously, what the fuck? Alright, it's gonna be one of those kind of fights. One way or another. Why the fuck are they going first? Well, he's probably way over. Healed. Alright, so skills. Probably would not be a bad idea to go ahead and try and save up for that. So just attack. Crap. Oh, this is a mini-boss. This is Zellerx. That explains it. So go ahead and guard. Cutie. Spells. And of course, we are very, very low on MP, so we need some serious MP recovery. You are going to have to go ahead and try and heal yourself up. Spells, and we want an Electromagic's Rampage. Skills, Reckless Rush. No, we don't want to do that. We want to go ahead and guard. Only two of them got stunned or electrocuted there. Would have much preferred a better outcome on that one, but what can you do? Go ahead and try and heal Cutie up. Go ahead and guard again, spells. Very light in might be a good idea. Actually, I think we're going to go with some regeneration. Bad guy's skills. Shit. We don't want to do that yet. Go ahead and attack one of them. There we go. Dougal spells. We're going to go ahead and hit him with that again, and we're going to go ahead and it's going to go after Cutie. got 4 of them. That's good. So we've got 1 turn here. Skills. You're gonna get hemorrhaged. You're going to try to heal up a little bit. Item. No, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead and guard with you. Even though I don't really want to do it this way, we're going to go ahead and hit you with that, and then... Unfortunately, we don't have anything better to use than this. Alrighty, so... Of course, now Jack is wounded, so skills... We're gonna have to do this again. Spells. We weren't able to use this, but hopefully we can get it off this time. Skills, we're going to use Rapid Fire. Spells, we're going to use Cryomancer's Rampage. And skills, we're going to use Restless Rush Attack and try and get some damage in. Of course. That was nowhere near as useful as I would have liked, but it does last several turns, so... Alrighty. Skills. Spells, I suppose. Let's hit Zellerks. Spells. Let's do a group Fairy Light. That guy's skills, and we can do another Rapid Fire. Spells, we can do another Cryo Rampage, and we can do another Reckless Rush. Took out another one. Little tiny bit of health. Jack, for some reason, not receiving the regeneration. Let's go ahead and take that out. Cutie, spells, advanced fairy light on there. Skills, you only use a bodkin arrow now. Spells. Go ahead and use great balls of fire. Skills. Not doing anything, but fuck it. Of course you did. Get that one out of the way. Some damage there. And we're good. And almost everyone leveled up. We got 4 levels. Today's goes up to 18, 17, 13, and we got a Blitz tag. So we got a treasure chest key, more money bags, that's very nice. Coming back here, pulling the apartment open, you find a small triangle. It appears to be made of a strange metal you can't identify. This must be what you're looking for. And we found the other one. An old cabinet. It's falling apart and the stuff inside is rotten and frozen. The whole side of this case is carved with intricate flowers and vines. Someone put a lot of love and work into doing this. Or they were just really bored. An old cabinet, and so on and so forth. Most of the stuff in this case is garbage, but you find one interesting item. A prayer to Bailai, the goddess of desire, wishes in summer. Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney ho. 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 Wishes granted. Some of you all know what that is from. So on and so forth. You can still make it a few of the book titles. Your Sword and You. Down Tower Defense for Twits. A Picture Guide to Gutting Bandits. How to Train Your Dragoon. Okay. It's an old journal. You read the last entries. It seems to be so amusing about life and death. You know? Do you? Whoever finds this, do you know? What I'm really afraid of? Not death. I don't know if there's an afterlife, but I don't believe in heavens or hells. What I fear is not existing. No. Fear isn't the right word. Hate, that's the right word. I hate life. I hate awareness. Being aware that pretty much everything people think is so fucking important is it's all just busy work to distract us. Keep us busy from cradle to the grave. But it's mostly all pointless, meaningless. Art can have value. A legacy is at least something. But who gets to decide what is and isn't great art? Not artists. Never artists. No, always people who make nothing. They always get to decide who has a legacy and who has nothing. No one will remember them. They've done nothing to remember, but they still get to decide whom among the creators, the artists, will be remembered. That's where scientists have it easy. I respect them and envy them. A great discovery? Not easy, never is, but it's in their hands at least. They get to say, I did that, and no one can ever take it away from me. I will be remembered. It's gotten really quiet. The shadows will come soon. I will die, cease to exist, end, no more me. I wanted to see, do things, watch history unfold, but no, I will die, I will end. I hate that, and I hate knowing it. I hate that I was born just to die, to have the universe put in front of me, and know it will be taken away. Damn, Dev, that's some deep, dark shit. Isn't this supposed to be a comedy game? Tears of a Clown. Ah. Wait a minute. What the hell does that mean? Dev? Acid heads, answer me, damn it. I swear when I get out of this game, I'm coming after you. Oh, good grief, calm down. Jeez, Jack, you know he can't explain everything to you. Why the fuck not? Think about it, man. He tells you, you'll tell the player tells his friends. Suddenly they're calling him up on the phone all the time, asking him to explain all sorts of things. Wanting him to show up at malls for openings, then his life turns into hell, you know, a living hell. And before you know, all the nuance and mystery is gone. Another Beetlejuice reference. I don't care, I think it's fun. I enjoys it. Let's go back this way. Let's go back this way. Because I want to go back this way. What's on here? Old bow and arrow. Long rotted trash. Each arrow has a note tied to it. It is written in the High language. Your breath smells like peaches. No, elderberries. Found some Poontang and bear. How many keys do we have, if any? Bottle of poison, wonderful chalice, cage serpent, fine wine. We got all of our necessities, and that's all we got. So, let's warp to the end. We can heal up right quick, and then we can travel to the... We can travel back to meet Beelzebub and see what he's got for us. Go talk to Beelzebub. Beelzebub's from the deep south, remember? You gotta remember that old Beelzebub, he's from the deep south. Really deep south. I mean, way deep south. He's from so far down south, he gonna talk to you like, hey there, boy, you got a pretty mouth. That's how far deep down south he's from. Okay. You can leave. Come on. You can do it, game. Come on, computer. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh no, we need to go talk to Beelzebub, don't we? Beelzebub is this way. We need to go talk to Beelzebub. 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 There's Beelzebub. There's Beelzebub. Found what I need yet? Sure do. Excellent. Now I can finally deal with that stupid king. What king? The one who lives in the palace, he's a real flake. And you're planning to poison the king of the palace with a potion in the chalice. No, I'm going to put the snake in a cake. The king of the palace won't drink from the chalice in the case of malice. So the king of the palace won't drink poison from the chalice of malice, so you'll put the snake in a cake to bite the flake. Sounds about right. And what do you need the chalice and poison for? Since the king of the palace expects the chalice to be full of malice, when the taster dies, he'll think that was the attempt on his life. So then the flake won't suspect the cake with a snake? Yes. We got some Harrington Porter, some Absent-Minded, some unfreaking-believable Krusty Kolsch. And we got some beers and stuff, so actually, item, it's not too bad. Would have been nice to get some more, another weapon or something. Actually, we've got some weapons there we can sell. Let's go ahead and head back to the inn and see if what we can sell off and maybe get somebody a new weapon. Jack could probably stand to get a new dagger or something. But if we can afford to get a weapon for anyone, that'll be cool. We've actually got quite a bit of gold already. Poontang. So let's go ahead and sell off both of those. Short bow. Armor, I think this would be a downgrade for everybody. Alright. Alright, 3,000 gold. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We probably won't be able to get anything. No. Yeah, we've already bought him for that. Don't need another one of those. Yeah. Weapons are kind of expensive, but actually what I'm going to do, well, it isn't that hard to get back here, but just in case, I'll go ahead and rebuy the warp key for here. I shouldn't have sold it, but that's alright. Item. Go back to Area 4. But that way we have a fast way to get back for to buy a weapon if we get a big old chunk of money. Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Money makes the world go round all the live long day. Something like that. Cabaret. Life is a cabaret auction. Come to the cabaret. Let's just go ahead and go up. Let's see if we can beat the boss. Unless we bump into enemies. Unless we bump into enemies first. I want to see if we can tackle the boss for now. Just because we're only at level 18, so we're probably a tad under level to do this, but fuck it. Let's be crazy. Let's walk on the wild side. Face my hyperactive minions. I will blind you with science. Science? You'll blind me? With science? Science? Okay, enough already. She blinded me with science. Guard. guard, spells. You may notice that there tends to get to be a pattern to how you will want to handle some of these enemies at times. Spells, I'm going to go ahead and hit them with Cryo, Rampage, and we're going to guard again. Ouch. 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 Big ouch. Somebody get frozen, please. And of course, nobody got frozen. That sucks. That sucks, man. Dang skills. Alright, we're gonna have to. We've got an Oxer, a Screamer, a Zellers, and a Thomas. Let's go ahead. Thomas is the big boss. Let's hit Thomas. Skills. We're going to try and burn everybody's spells. Let's go ahead and try and get everybody healing a little bit. Skills, we can go ahead and hit rapid fire now. Spells, we can try to electrocute everybody. And right now, I think you're just going to guard again. Crap. Crap. Son of a bitch. Motherfucker. Alright, so we've got two shocked. Not too bad. Alrighty, Cutie is in a bit of trouble, and I imagine McDougal's not very well either. Guard with use spells. Boost all of our defense. Yep. Spells. Hit you with that again. And items. Nice. Alright. Get a defense boost here. Alright, so now 3 of them are shocked. Very good. Got a boost to Cutie's MP. So we got a couple of turns before those fuckers wake back up, so we can hemorrhage. Spells. Let's go ahead and use a spell here. Spells. Advanced Fairy Light. Skills. Let's go ahead and guard and let him build up some more spells. Let's hit that with a rock. Skills. Blitz deck. It's a single enemies. Isn't it? It seems to be attacking everybody, so I don't want to do that. For some reason, it's only... Okay, for some reason it's not letting him select anyone else. Ouch. Damn. Alright. And of course it took the confusion off. It would. Hemorrhage. Skills. Let's hit it with another pyro. That did jack shit to him, so let's go ahead and... How's everybody... Let's do a light heal. Skills, let's go ahead and guard with him again. Spells. Rock did fuck all. Pyro Delight from him. And I think we'll go ahead and... Let's try that. Oh, that's why. Fuck. That sucked. Alrighty. So, air. We need to hit him with air. Shit. I didn't even realize that. Alright. So, fuck. We're gonna have to try and get Jack back. So skills, we're not going to work there, we're going to have to guard. Cutie, you are going to have to bring Jack back, that guy. You can use rapid fire spells. Not realize, I think this one is potentially an air-based guy, so we're going to have to hit him with air. And just in case, hopefully, we can keep Jack around. Good, missed. Of course, we're fucking hit with head wounds. It's probably going to... Of course, it's going to stop the air-based attack, which would have been very fucking useful. Not to mention rapid fire attack would have been nice. See if we can make it through this round. Worse. And of course. Alright. So, titties you can use. Burning Assault. Cutie. Go ahead and use Fairy Blessing again. That guy's skills. No, we need you to use that thing. Dougal back and just in case. And hopefully we can get this off. What if no one's going to be a bastard again? Motherfucker! God, that pisses me off. One motherfucker that I don't want him to kill. Of course it's gonna fucking target him every motherfucking time. Sorry I'm cussing so much. I'm not sorry at all. It pisses me off. It does it over and fucking over again. See, this is why you don't do it unleveled. Skills, Hemorrhage this son of a bitch. Skills, Burning Rush Attack. Spells, Group Fairy Light. Skills, Rapid Fire. Item. Another shot of epi down the drain. Of course, now it's going to try and take him out. And of course, it's going to do the mostly intended one that's not going to do any fucking damage to. At least we took some of them out. One of them. We took one of them out. And of course, Titties is going to go down there. And we no longer have access to resuscitation or that, so do that again. And of course, we're not going to be able to get the attack or the spell off, but we can try. Because it won't fucking let us do anything before it just KOs his ass again. And of course, now it's going to knock out like 3 motherfuckers. And of course, him again. And him. And again, yet again, it's going to mostly attack the worst possible fucking target. Because that's what makes sense. Well, no, we're fucked here because we need MP up, and we're not going to get it. So all I can do is group heal, skills, use a bodkin arrow. Why in the hell isn't it not letting me attack anyone else? The fuck? I should have used it to close, I think. Alright, so now we're down to just the boss. If we could only knock his ass out or something. That would be nice. Spells. Well, what we have to use with you now is... Let's go ahead and use this. Skills, use a bodkin arrow. Item. Pointless at this point. Yes, go ahead and use that on that guy. Alright, spells. Group resuscitation. Item. Go ahead and use one of those, and we'll use it on Jack, I suppose. Item. Use another one on Titties. Jesus fucking Christ. Use motherfucking. Of course. Well, it's not gonna let him do that, but fuck it. Alrighty. Spells. Pyromancer Delight. Spells. Advanced Repeal. Item. Try and keep his ass alive. Spells. Great Burst of Wind. Item. Try and keep his ass alive. Thank you. This stiff fan and fucking pipe and smoking piece of shit. See how you like this shit. You know what? You can use this on your ass. It's not gonna do a whole lot to you, but it'll be good enough to make you have a bad day. It's just a tech, and you. I think we actually have enough to use. No, of course we don't have enough MP to use it. So we can use Great Balls of Fire, so fuck it. You got all the stats. And we finally take the son of a bitch out. Almost everybody levels up again. Precise shot, very nice. And we got 2 treasure chest keys, a battle axe, that's cool. Some money, shot of heavy, some ganja, liquor, and a front vermouth, and we can move on to the next area. Area 5. Like the others, we can simply go down here and go to the inn. And where we can rest up. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. Rufus, dude, we totally have to get out of here. Like, yeah, dude, we gotta go save the princesses. Party on, dudes. We're history. I love it. We're gonna go... We're not in that bad a shape now, of course, but let's go ahead and go and rest up. And we've got quite a different bar section, quite a different inn upper section here. That's the thing about the inn, it changes. Got 26 poontang and 5 beer, that's not too bad. So let's go to equipment and we can go to battle axe, very nice upgrade there. Very nice indeed. We can go ahead and go down stairs. We go down stairs and we save the game before we move on. Yeah, alright. Want a fortune cookie? Alright. I'm just being a dumbass. Don't mean nothing. Okay, so, as you saw, I was able to get through that area in about 2.5 hours. If I had leveled up a bit more, that last fight would not have taken as long. And of course, some of that is just bad luck. You know, they kept on wiping out the mage, as they love to target McDougal. That's why usually when it comes to defense upgrades or anything like that, I try to give him defense and more health and stuff, because they love to target... Yeah, for some reason they love to target McDougal. Probably because he has the lowest health of any of them, and he's the wizard. I would imagine it's because of his low health. They love to target him to try and wipe him out first. But for whatever reason, they love to target McDougal, and he's your crowd control guy a lot of times, so it gets really, really, really irritating. But I wanted it to be challenging and engaging. I'll go ahead and save it again, just because. Save my paranoia. But there you go. There is Area 4. We did it in about 2.5 hours. You should be able to get through most of the areas of the game in about 2 to 3 hours. You know, obviously, the further in you go, the harder the battles get. But as I said towards the beginning, you only need to level up about 4 or 5 times. You know, we beat the last boss at level 18 for Jack, and now Jack and Cutie are both at level 19, which really, we were under-leveled, but we still beat it. And everybody was alive at the end of the battle, everybody got a big chunk of experience at the end, so really what we could do now is, like, go back to, like, Area 3, maybe. Actually, there's one more thing I want to do before, so I don't forget. Get that out of the way. But we could go back to, like, Area 3 and just grind through the low-level enemies there, because we could just wipe their asses out easy now. You know, and it's not a lot of experience at this level, but it would be enough to kill most of them there. We would be able to level up enough that, you know, the enemies in the next area would be, you know, we would be a bit over-leveled, probably. Either leveled right where we need to be or a bit over-leveled. But there are more than enough enemies in this game to get you leveled where you need to be, or even over-leveled for the next area. Okay, but you need to aim for 4 or 5 levels. And of course, if you use the items, the difficulty decreasing items, the easier difficulty tokens that give you experience boosts and whatnot, it goes a lot quicker. So, like I've said before, anybody who's having trouble with this game, for whatever reason, it's because they're not paying attention, it's because they're not using their skills and using some tactical thinking when they're playing the game. This is, you know, the combat, it is tactical, turn-based combat. I wanted to make it engaging, interesting, challenging combat as kind of a contrast to the silliness of a lot of the rest of the game. You know, I've talked about that before. It is not hard as long as you are actually looking at your skills, understanding what they do, using them at the right times, thinking tactically, coming up with your strategies before you go into fights. And then, if combat isn't your thing, like I said, you can use the difficulty items to level up faster so you don't have to fight as much. You can always get around the enemies, most of the time. There are a few times when they will block your path and you have to go ahead and kill one of them, but for the most part you can always avoid the enemies, and you just have to level up 4 or 5 times in each area to get through the next area without getting wiped out. And as long, like I said, as long as you're thinking, as long as you're using your fucking head, you pay attention to dialogue. Sometimes it's just for fun, sometimes it's important, and you don't know which until you actually fucking read it. And you have to pay attention. You can have fun with the fun stuff, and you get engaged and interested in the story when it's time to be interested and engaged in the story. There's nothing wrong with this game as long as you're paying attention and using your fucking head, which seems to be very difficult for people these days. I'm sorry, but that really does seem to be the case. Because there's nothing, this game does not do anything that any dungeon crawler doesn't do, or any other RPG in this genre does. You know, it's not strictly Final Fantasy because there's not a lot of cutscenes, there's not a lot of that sort of storytelling involved, because I wanted it to be about exploration. It's more of a Zelda-style game, in a way. It's a bit of a hybrid of Zelda and Final Fantasy. It's got a lot of the battles and exploration of like an old Zelda game mixed with some of the storytelling stuff of a Final Fantasy game. In terms of pure game mechanics and gameplay, that's what it's going on here. You know, and then there's a lot of the comedy and being able to interact with the environment, exploration, all that stuff. And so again, like I said, I don't understand where people start having difficulty with this game, because they expect it to be one thing, and then when it is that thing, they don't want to adapt. You know, I don't get the disconnect. I don't get the trouble. But honestly, it is all on them. I'm not going to accept criticism of my game when I know that there's nothing wrong with it based on other people's lack of observation, not paying attention, not using their fucking heads, and simply being ignorant. Okay? So, you know, if I'm harping on a bit, it's because it does irritate me. And people want to blame the game for their own shortcomings, so anybody that feels that way, they can go fuck themselves for all I can hear. Clearly, this game is too smart for you if you just can't get it. And I try not to be snobbish or kind of pretentious about that sort of thing. It irritates me when other people do it, but in this case, it seems to simply be true. There's nothing snobbish or pretentious about it, it's just true. This game is too smart for some people. So there it is. And anyway, sorry for the little tirade there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed playing through this, and please pick up the game for yourself and play it for yourself. It is free to play. You can download it for free, but please, if you can, contribute something. It's not a donation, you know, it's pay what you want, so, you know, it's a good length game. You know, we're only at area 5, we've just beat level 4, and we're already, at least in terms of video, what, about 8, 9, somewhere between 9 and 10 hours in, something like that, because most of these episodes have been over 2 hours long, something like this one's almost 3 hours, so, of course, the last 20 minutes, 10, 15 minutes has just been me bitching, but anyway, so by the end of the game, it's probably a solid 20 to 24 plus hour game. I'm not exactly 100% sure, and plus, I've been skipping over stuff. I didn't want to do everything so you could play the game for yourself and explore and have some fun finding the stuff that I didn't go over and finding it for yourself and seeing the weird things like all the stuff in the tower. I looked at one bow and arrow. All the bows and arrows have fun stuff on them. All the stuff in the tower has stuff on it, so you can go and explore and find all that stuff for yourself. So that means it'll take you longer because there's more dialogue for you to interact with and discover more things to discover and all that good junk. But so yeah, please pick up a copy of the game, and if you can, pay a little bit of money for it. So, you know, hopefully you're gonna have some fun playing it. So you know, pay for it like you would any other game. But if you can't, you can go ahead and play it for free. And if you've enjoyed the music from the game, you can pick up the soundtrack for 99 cents, $1, basically. I think it's $1. I don't think they would let me do 99 cents, so it's $1. Out of which I keep 66 cents, honestly. From Game Jolt. The link will be in the description. And so yeah, please leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, leave a dislike if you didn't. If you do leave a dislike, please let me know why in the comments, and some constructive criticism. You know, but if it's just a personal taste thing, don't bother. You know, because honestly, you know, I know that I'm not for everybody, and not everybody's gonna enjoy what I do, so don't act like your personal taste somehow should dictate what I do and don't do, okay? You know, that sort of stuff pisses me off, so don't do it. You know, acting like your personal taste should somehow dictate how I behave, you know what I mean? You know, you wouldn't want people doing that to you, would you? You know, you wouldn't want somebody to say, I don't like your haircut, change it. It's like, well, fuck you. You know, that sort of thing. It's just like, you know, if you have some constructive criticism, you know, you think that you don't say enough sometimes, or you talk too fast, or the music's too loud, or, you know, stuff like that, go ahead and let me know. Leave a dislike if you feel a need to, and leave a comment, let me know why. But, you know, if it's like, I don't like the sound of your voice, or whatever, you know, just save it. Leave it, you know, that's not helpful. That's just being rude. But, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like it for some reason, leave a dislike, but let me know why. and hopefully it's a constructive criticism. Please leave a comment regardless, you know, if just to say hi, if nothing else. I will usually respond if I feel there's a need to. You know, if you say hi, I'll probably say hi back. And subscribe if you haven't so you can find out when I put up new videos. Share this with your friends who like, hopefully they, you know, people that like funny games and interesting RPGs. And, you know, we're really getting into the meat of the story of this game now. You know, the fourth area is where things really start picking up and developing and spreading, because that's how I structure it. You know, it's in 3 acts, basically. 3 areas, each with 3 sections in a dungeon. You know, the first 3 areas in the dungeon is kind of the training wheels area of the game, just setting things up. Then the next 3 areas develop the story a lot more. Then the final 3 areas kind of bring it all home and bring you to the climax, the big finale. So, one last time, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your views and your viewership, if you will. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.